Welcome back, history enthusiasts. In today's episode, we will transport you to the heart of Berlin during the final hours of Adolf Hitler's reign. Join us as we explore what the city was like on Hitler's last day, as the war drew to a close and the world held its breath. Get ready for a journey through one of history's most dramatic moments. It's April 30th, 1945. Berlin, the capital of Nazi Germany, is a city in turmoil. Adolf Hitler, the man who led Germany into war and unimaginable suffering, finds himself trapped within the confines of his bunker deep beneath the city's streets. Outside, Berlin is a battleground, with Soviet forces closing in. On Hitler's last day, the city of Berlin is gripped by an atmosphere of despair and impending doom. The once mighty capital has been reduced to rubble, its streets scarred by bombings and artillery fire. The war has taken its toll, and the city stands as a haunting testament to the devastation of conflict. Inside the Führer bunker, Hitler's underground refuge, tensions run high. The situation is dire, and the realization that defeat is imminent hangs heavy in the air. The Führer, plagued by paranoia and delusions, is increasingly isolated and detached from reality. Berlin's inhabitants, those who have not fled the city or fallen victim to the war's horrors, face a grim existence. Food shortages, limited resources, and constant fear dominate their lives. The relentless bombings have left them weary and desperate for the war to end. As Hitler spends his final hours in the bunker, his loyal followers and high-ranking officials are gripped by a mix of fanaticism and despair. Some, like Joseph Goebbels, choose to remain by Hitler's side until the bitter end. Others contemplate escape or surrender, realizing the futility of continuing the fight. Outside the bunker, the city is in chaos. Soviet forces advance relentlessly, pounding Berlin with artillery fire. The sound of explosions and gunfire reverberates through the streets, mingling with the cries of the wounded and the desperate pleas for survival. Meanwhile, civilian resistance against the Nazis persists. Small pockets of resistance fighters, who have longed for an end to Hitler's tyrannical rule, seize the opportunity to rise up against the collapsing regime. They risk their lives in the hopes of a better future. And then, in the final hours of April 30th, 1945, Adolf Hitler, the architect of destruction and chaos, takes his own life. The news sends shockwaves through the bunker, compounding the sense of despair and uncertainty that already permeates the city. With Hitler's death, the city's fate is sealed. The remaining Nazi leaders scramble to maintain some semblance of control, but it is only a matter of time before Berlin falls completely into the hands of the advancing Soviet forces. On Hitler's last day, Berlin is a city on the brink. The war, which brought so much suffering and devastation, is finally coming to an end. The world watches as Berlin's last chapters unfold, holding its breath for the dawn of a new era. And there you have it, a glimpse into Berlin on Hitler's last day. A city ravaged by war, its inhabitants trapped in a web of despair and uncertainty. Join us next time as we explore more significant moments from history, shedding light on the human experience in times of turmoil.